Okay, guys. Hey, great. I'm glad to have everybody on board. And I'm going to do the old disclaimer before I get into the details that what I'm about to share with you is not a guarantee of income. This is just an example of income based on our comp plan. Your success will be dependent upon what you do, and there is no product purchase requirement to get involved with us. My goal this evening is to just share with you a believable plan that can accomplish your goals. And if you look at the word goal and you try to break it down, a goal is really nothing more than an expectation of an accomplishment with a believable plan of achievement. And if you can have those two components, you can have a realistic goal. And the first thing I always like to, when I visit with people, I always like to find out, hey, listen, what would an extra $1,000 a month do for you? And one of the things that we have to be conscious of is that unless we give them a specific a game plan, unless we give them a believable plan of achievement, then that $1,000 is just pie in the sky. So here's what I want you to look at. Again, this is not a guarantee of income. This is just exactly, this is what I use, that I have used for years in this industry. In fact, is what I'm going to share with you will work with any company. It's not strictly for ICB, it'll work with any company, but this is a structure that I used, to create well over 7 figures in income. Okay, and the simple model is, okay, if you want to make $1,000 a month, all you got to do is get 4 personal legs, 5 deep. You got to fill 20 spots to make $1,000 a month. And again, I was talking with a guy yesterday who just came on board, and I asked him, hey, what would you do with an extra $1,000 a month? And he said, well, the first thing I do is I start paying bills. I get out of debt, get my credit cards caught up, and then we'd probably take some vacations. And so he had all these things he would like to do. I said, well, here's what you got to do. You got 20 spots to fill, and then that's going to make you $1,000 a month. And again, I'll walk you through exactly step by step on how to do that. And I said, once you understand the mechanics that we've put together to make this happen, then you start to realize that anybody can do this. Now, as I explained to him this, that each one of these spots are just not people who join. They're just not people who come in with a $6 offer. These are people who actually commit to follow our pattern. They commit to plug into our system, and they commit to the products. So when you go off and you find yourself, you've got 4 legs, so you got 5 deep, so you got 20 spots, and all 20 of these people said, let's make a deal. So I'll follow a pattern, I'll plug into the system, I'll commit to the products. That's going to make you $1,000 a month. Well, the next thing you look at is that when you get those 4 legs 10 deep, your income goes to $4,000 a month. So from 20 spots making you $1,000 a month, 20 more spots is going to make you 4 times as much. You're going to make $4,000 a month. And then here's the crazy thing: when you get those 4 legs 15 deep, now you're making $15,000 a month. So you got 60 spots that you filled, and that's making you $15,000 a month. And again, I want you to think about this. What would you do with an extra $15,000 a month? How many of y'all would basically not have to work anymore? How many of y'all would own your life? You could actually be in a position to do what you want, when you want, with the people you want. How much fun would you have in life if you didn't have to worry about money? And every month, fact is, because we pay weekly, the fact is we don't pay weekly, we pay daily. Okay, so what that basically means is every day there's $500 going into your bank account. How many think that would be kind of a fun life to have, with $500 a month $500 a day going into your bank account every day? Well, what you got to do? You got to fill 60 spots. And what are these 60 spots? These are 60 people who say yes to the pattern, yes to the system, and yes to the product. So as you start looking at that, say, okay, I got that thing down. Well, what if you get 4 legs 20 deep? You get 80 spots filled. Now all of a sudden your income, now you're looking at $50,000 a month. Okay, now this is life-changing income. This is, that's $600,000 a year. No, not only do you own your life, not only do you have the money to do what you want, when you want, with the people you want to do it with, you can do a lot of stuff first class. And again, the numbers these numbers don't lie, because depth is the key to building a sustainable income. Depth is the key to having outrageous numbers. And in fact, is because I have access to the ability to look at the organization. There are way too many people that I see in this industry who spend all their time putting on width, but they don't drive depth. If you can look at it strategically, 4 legs 20 deep, fill those 80 spots, and you're making $50,000 a month. How many of y'all would focus on driving a leg 20 deep? And so, the reason I was able to make 7 figures in this industry, because that's what I did. I drove legs deep. I drove them deep. Now, and I'm going to go one more segment of 5. And again, no income guarantee. This is just an example of income based on the comp plan. Your success will be dependent upon what you do. And again, there's no purchase requirement to participate in our program. But when you got 4 legs, 25 deep, that's 100 spots. You're making $250,000 a month. Okay, that's $3 million a year. Okay. Now, and I want you to realize, I have got people who have joined us in iClubBiz who have personally sponsored 100 people who don't make anywhere near a $240,000 a month. But if you can be strategic with what you do, if you have a strategy with what you're looking for, because you'll generally find what you go looking for. Okay. In fact, I had a guy that called me up on the phone. In fact, I sent him an email. He was on a list, and I'll talk about on our pattern a little bit. And he says, I've been in network marketing before. I never liked it because he says, I don't believe in duplication. I believe in delegation. And as he got talking, I'm thinking, okay, I don't really think he even got the concept of how to build something that's sustainable. Because the only way you can delegate is you have to be in control. It's got to be your model, then you're 100% in control of it, so you'll never get out of working. I think most of us who get in this industry, our goal is we'd like to build something once and have it last for the rest of our life, and so we can be free to do what we want, when we want, with the people we want. And the key to making this all work is knowing there are 3 things I'm looking for when I visit with somebody. I'm looking for somebody who will say yes to the pattern, yes to the system, and yes to the products. Now, what I'm going to do, let me take this off the video right now, or off the flip chart, and I just want to visit with you. When I sit down with somebody, in fact, I'm going to talk about our pattern, okay? And I'm going to try to detail this out to you exactly how I do this, how I build a network marketing business, okay? And the first step is the pattern. Here's what my pattern is, and again, from my experience being in the industry for over 30 years, most people they don't think they have the capability or the ability to generate enough traffic that will convert into a buying customer who will then duplicate and replicate what they've done. So they just they get discouraged and they quit. So the first thing that we did is we went off and we contracted with a list broker. So we'll provide everybody who wants to participate in our list broker program every month a list of 100 qualified prospects. Now, here's what I do. I email all 100 of them, okay? And in the email basically just says, hey, listen, I got your name on a list. We got a program. We're putting together an end user link system. It's kind of cool. So I kind of give them a little bit of overview of what we're doing. And in the subject line of the email, it says, hey, listen, this is the email I just left you a voicemail message on. So I email everybody those 100 prospects, okay? And then I pick up the phone, I call them up, and nobody answers the phone. So I leave a message on their voicemail, said, hey, listen, my name's Jeff Evers. You don't know me from a hill of beans. I just shot you an email on a program you want to check out. It's a cool program. We're building an end user link system. We actually provide people with qualified prospects, so you don't have to hound your friends and relatives to make a lot of money. Go check it out. If you like it, give me a call. All my contact information is in the email. So I send out that 100. It's followed up with a voicemail, and all of a sudden what happens, I send them to my funnel. So what happens is that funnel will the funnel will sift, sort, and sell for you. So when people pop in and they join, you get an email that says, hey, listen, somebody just joined. Then I pick up the phone and call them up. I welcome them on board. So I don't have to do any selling. The funnel does the selling for us. The funnel sifts, the funnel sorts, and the funnel sells. I just get on the phone, build a relationship with them, and I say, here's what I do. Our organization, we take our time, we take our money, we take our resources, and we help people build a business that can get their dreams. What would you do with an extra $1,000 a month? What would you do with an extra $4,000 a month? What about 15? What about $50,000 a month? What things would change your life? Let me ask you. I'm willing to take my time, money, resources, and expertise to help you build this, to get those dreams, provided you follow our pattern, provided you plug into our system, and provided you commit to the products. I said, here's what our pattern is. We send you 100 qualified prospects every month. You pay $100 for that. We send you 100. You send out the emails, use a phone call just like I did with you. Send them to your funnel, and once they get in, the sift, sort, and sell, you get on the phone, do what I'm doing with them. That's our system. That's our pattern. That's what we do. Here's our system. Our system is you need to listen to a positive motivational audio every day. Okay, you need to read at least 15 minutes out of a positive thinking book every day, and then once a week we have a little session. Just plug into that session. So it's about a 30-minute rah-rah session, it's an attitude, a self-image, and a belief session. So that's our system. So you listen to successful audios, you read success books, and you plug into a 20-minute meeting once a week. That's our system. And then here's our products. We've got a whole bunch of different products. You just got to commit to buy $75 a month worth of stuff. So if you want to spend $100 on the pattern, you're willing to plug into our system, and you're willing to commit to the products, I'll commit my time, money, resources, and expertise, and I'll go to work to help you build this so you can have your dreams come true. What do you think? And if that person says yes, that person, see, here you are, that person has got that spot. That's one. Now, I teach this guy, hey, you want to make $1,000 a month? What do you got to do? You got to get 4 legs, 5 deep. So now I want you to picture this. I just told this guy if he wants to make or she wants to make $1,000 a month, she's got to get 4 legs, 5 deep. Here you are. You want to make $1,000 a month? What do you got to do? You've got to get you've got to get 4 legs, 5 deep. Now, here's what's cool. This person just said, let's make a deal to you. So guess what? As you're driving that taproot down, that's one of her 5 legs. So you and her are going to partner driving this leg down. So it's not just you driving this leg down 5 deep. This person is helping you. See, if you will stop trying to sell people on getting in, if you'll use the system to sift, sort, and sell for you, so you can call up somebody and partner with them and say, you'll take your time, your money, your resources, and your expertise to help them build a business that can make them $1,000 a month. If they'll follow the pattern, plug in the system, commit to the products, do we got a deal? If they say yes, that's one. Now, if they say, well, I need to think about it, say, that's not a problem. Just, have fun with this. Whenever you're ready, let me know. And go get yourself to fill that position. Now, as you're driving this down, now watch this. I get a guy who joins, okay? Again, this guy right here just joined. So I partner with him. I say, I'll take my time, money, resources, and expertise. Here's, he pops in for the $100 list broker program. He sends out the emails. He sends out the phone calls. All of a sudden, he says, hey, Jeff, I got a couple guys who are interested. I say, get me on the phone with them. I'm the one that builds a relationship with this person. I treat this person just like that person is a personal of mine. I do not want this person taking the lead at driving this taproot down because this person has not proved to me they know how to drive the taproot down. So what I do, I take the lead. I treat this guy like as a personal. This person gets somebody. I treat that person like they're personal. This person gets somebody. I treat that person like a personal. I coach this person to go off and start building this leg down. As soon as this guy has got that leg 3 deep, now I know this guy knows how to build depth, and now he partners with me. Now there's 2 of us driving this depth down. So we keep driving this thing down, keep doing the same thing. Now we got 2 of us driving it down. All of a sudden, maybe this person here goes off and they get one of their legs 3 deep. Now there's 3 of us driving it down. Here's the key. It's called a triple braided cord. You can never break, or it's very hard to break a triple braided cord. So you always look to have 3 people driving that taproot down. By the time you've got it 5 deep, you should find one person who says, yep, and they go off and they got a leg 3 deep, so there's 2 of you driving it down after 5 deep. By the time you're 10 deep, you should have 3 people duplicating you. Now, why is that important? Because it goes from 10 to 15 to 20 to 25 without you working. Because it's growing on itself, because everybody's got a goal. They want to drive that leg deep enough so they got 3 people building that taproot so they don't have to build it. So just as this person's out building 4 legs 5 deep, actually building as deep as they want to get, but once they got 3 people building each of those legs, they're free. Same thing happens over here with you. So if you stop trying to sell people and getting in, you stop trying to spend all your time trying to get people to buy products and go off and help people get dreams. Instead of trying to get people to do something, help people get something. Try to figure, what would you do with $1,000 a month? What would you do with $4,000 a month? What about $15,000 a month? What about 50? Can you imagine what your life would be like if you got a $1,500 a day coming in? Can you imagine? Can you imagine what your life would be like if you could make in a day what you make in a year? There's no limit to what you can get accomplished with network marketing. And it doesn't make a difference what company you work with. The depth is the key. Most people, here's what happens. They don't understand depth. All they know how is to go off and recruit. And there's a big difference between a recruiter and a sponsor. A sponsor is teaching all the way down, teaching how to duplicate. So when you got two guys, when all of a sudden three guys are driving this taproot down, you don't have to physically be involved because they're driving it down. All you do is you're basically coaching and mentoring them. So the key to making network marketing work for you is depth. The key to making it work for you is get yourself 4 legs, 5 deep. If you got to put all these people in yourself, do it, but don't. I got one guy. I said, you fill those 20 spots, you'll make $1,000 a month. So he's going to go off and personally sponsor all 20. He said, dude, you're basically doing nothing but spinning plates, because all you're doing is you're recruiting people to put them in. You're putting in these 20 spots. You think you're going to make $1,000 a month? You probably will, but you'll never get out of work because you're not teaching anybody how to build. So what I do, I tell people, hey, listen, in fact is I had a guy and I said, hey, I'll take my time, my money, my resources, my expertise. I'll help you build this to get your dreams. Put $1,000 in your pocket, 4,000 in pocket. I mean, 15,000, whatever your dream is, I'll work with you to help you get it done. If you follow the pattern, which is 100 a month, plug into the system, which is listen to audios, read books, and attend little gigs like this, and then commit to $75 a month worth of product. I said, what do you think? He said, well, I need to think about this. Well, yeah, okay. If you can't say yes, don't worry about it. Take it at a pace you feel comfortable with. When you're ready to run, let me know. He says, well, can you help me? I said, yeah, I'll help you if you follow the pattern, plug in the system, commit to the products. And see, here's probably what differentiates me from most other people. I'm not looking to sell anybody on getting in. I'm looking to partner with people. I will take my time, my money, my resources, and my expertise to help them build a business that can get their dreams, provided they follow our pattern. Provided they plug into our system, and provided they buy the products. And if they say yes, then I just go to work to help them get her done. I teach them exactly what I'm doing. And I will tell you this, by the time you got it 15 deep, there's no doubt in my mind, if you do this right, by the time you're 15 deep, you'll have 3 people driving that taproot down, and you don't physically have to drive it down anymore. It will grow and grow and grow, and you've created exponential growth. You got something that will pass on to your family. Guys, this is all we're talking about. And again, no guarantees of income. This is exactly what I do to build my business. I say, let's make a deal. I'll take my time, my money, my resources, my expertise. I help you get your dreams. I'll help you build an organization, put $1,000 a month in your pocket, provided you follow the pattern, which is $100 every month. And we ship you 100 qualified prospects. You send out the emails, you follow up with a phone call, and you send them to your funnel. Anybody opts in for $6, get me on the phone with them so I can partner with them, show you how to drive that taproot down as you're watching me, how I do that. Then as soon as you go off and you got that third leg, or your second leg 3 deep, now you can partner with me. Now there's 2 of us driving it down, and the minute we got 3 people in this leg that are driving this thing down underneath you, you don't have to do it. You got 4 legs that you got 3 people duplicating. You don't have to build any more of your legs, and the business just keeps coming. It's called sustainable income. Okay, I've got about 7:21. I'm going to go ahead and close the recording down.